in the field for our team. Matter of fact, we just came through it right there, as you can see when we're taking the field. Our football team is fired up. There's no question about it. And I'm so proud of the assistant football coaches. I thought they had a great game plan. And watch Michael Wiley. You know, Michael here early in the ball game takes the football, did a great job running. You're going to see him pop a 59-yard touchdown run coming up here in a minute.
Ripped off
right
15
here we
there,
go.
yeah.
Great blocking. That's a good block by Matt Keller. And Michael runs through a couple arm tackles there in the secondary. You're not going to catch Michael Wiley once he gets in the open field. A great ball game. Carried the ball 12 times, 122 yards.
7-0 Ohio State lead at that point. Then special teams gets into the action.
We come right back. We block a punt here. They get a good snap from center. Their punter took his eye off the ball. And the special teams right there, Steve Bellisari, what a great ball game he played on special teams. He had 5 tackles on special teams. There you can see him right there, number 8.
He was everywhere.
And we come back. What's the catch here by D. Miller? A good block by the fullback, and boy, that is a clutch catch right there by number 15, senior D. Miller out of Springfield. He and David Boston give us a tandem of 2 great wide receivers. 16
yards on the play. If somebody told you you'd have a 14-0 lead in the first quarter, you'd take it.
I'd take it any time, and particularly with the kind of defense that we're going to be playing. They had a good football team now. Here's their quarterback. I thought did a great job. Got out of the rush, got the ball to their tight end, number 80. Good football player, all Big Ten player a year ago.
Tooman makes the catch, 19 yards on the play.
We shut down their running game, completely shut down the Michigan running game. They held them to 4 yards rushing, and that is a great job right there by Mid Plummer, number 19.
4 yards on that loss.
Watch this play. We're throwing the ball coming out of the end zone. David Boston gets behind their secondary. Very, very controversial call right there. I think there's a little controversy where they had the face mask and a little controversy where David was down. Nevertheless, they picked the ball up, the loose ball up, and then we also get a late hit penalty there out of bounds. So they've got the ball in great field position on us.
That sets up a 27-yard field goal as well, but we'll have to go to the second quarter for that. 14-0 at the end of the first, and Jay Feely hits that from 27 yards.
And they're not going to beat us kicking field goals. They kicked 3 field goals. They had a good field goal kicker. They kicked a 27-yarder, 34-yarder, and a 30-yarder. Come right back throwing the football. David Boston, number 9, on a little post route. The offensive line did a better job as the game went on, really settling in, giving David more time to throw the football.
Boston up top.
Good job stepping up, and David's wide open. I thought they had a good secondary, too, particularly their 2 safeties. I thought Marcus Ray, number 29, and Hendricks, number 41, are good football players.
31 yards on the pickup, but Jermaine loses 6 there.
And we come in here, and Danny's going to miss a little field goal, a little bit wide to the left, but he came right back later on and kicks a 39-yard field goal.
Had the distance into the wind just a little wide. Now Brady back to pass again, and Matt LeVrar and Clinton Wayne.
I can't say enough about the defensive line. They did a great job. We ended up with 7 sacks in the ball game.
Special teams.
What's this? What's it? Derek Ross. Boy, he's going to be a good football player. He's a true freshman. He was the offensive player of the year in South Carolina last year. Derek blocks it, and Jonathan Wells, another true freshman, picks the ball up, and we end up getting a stupid penalty on that particular play too. But we come right back here with another touchdown.
David Boston again.
David makes a great play and down the sideline, and Marcus Ray misses that tackle on about the 5-yard line. David's a great football player. What a great game he had.
30 yards on the play, 21-3 lead at this point.
21-3, but no lead is too safe a lead against Michigan. They come right back and threw the football here right before halftime, a little post route, and Antoine slips down, and their wide receiver there, number 86, did a nice job catching the football. Ty Streets, good player.
34 yards on that pickup.
Again, they come right back, and they go to Marcus Knight, and Marcus Knight had a good ball game. He caught 7 passes for over 100 yards.
23 yards there.
And they throw a little fade route. Again, that's a good. That's a well-executed play. What can I say? Good play by their wide receiver, Ty Streets.
Med Plummer on the coverage. Can't defend it much better than that. 21-10 is the halftime score, and you know, you don't like giving up that one right before the half, obviously.
Well, that's going to give them momentum. Plus, they won the toss. They deferred to start the ball game, Jeff. So we knew that Michigan was going to get the ball and start the second half.
So far, it looks like the defense is getting pressure on Tom Brady.
We're playing better, and I can't say enough about the adjustments that both our offensive and defensive coaching staffs have made at halftime all year long. We made some nice adjustments at halftime defensively and really got after them a little better in the second half. You know, we felt like that as the game went on, we're going to be stronger because we've been playing a lot of defensive players, particularly those guys up front. And I thought those young guys up front, you know, Ryan Pickett and Mike Collins and Clinton Wayne and Brent Johnson and Joe Brown and some more of those young guys up front, really, Rodney Bailey, James Cotton, those guys really got with it as the game progressed.
And really red zone defense getting it done as well. And look at this. I think she said yes here. I know she said yes.
That's part of the game that we don't get a chance to see as coaching staff.
They told me she said yes.
Danny,
so
Danny did a nice job kicking off. Danny Stoltz, and they get a look at that. I guarantee you, look at that. Steve Belisari, number 8. What a great game he played. I mentioned that already. 5 tackles on special teams. He would definitely be our special teams player of the week.
Tom Brady loses a yard here.
That's
Rodney
good.
Bailey.
That's the pressure I'm talking about. Rodney Bailey out of Cleveland did a nice job. Number 94, sophomore defensive end. They come back here, and a great interception right there by Jerry Rosinski, defensive captain, one of the defensive captains, he and Antoine Winfield.
Senior captain, nice game there. And then Joe Montgomery drops back to pass, can't find anyone.
Joe Germain, our quarterback, and ran the ball, gets a nice first down. I thought we were going to get something going here. I think this drive stalls here a little bit later on. I think we end up getting a field goal out of this one.
Well, here comes David Boston up top.
David Boston, that's how much I know about this game.
He's going to prove you wrong here.
David one-on-one coverage, and Mike Jacobs fooled him up right there. Crossed him up and went deep to David Boston. They'd been sitting on the out route in some of the films we've seen, so that's a good job by Chuck Stobart and Mike Jacobs and the other offensive coaches, Tim Salem and Tim Spencer and Bill Conley.
Maybe that's why it worked so well. 43 yards for the touchdown, and then complete. Anthony Thomas picks up 18 yards here.
Good sack, good sack. Brent Johnson, look at there. He fumbled the ball, but gets back on it. Their quarterback recovered the fumble. Brent Johnson, number 60.
And Niall digs in on that play. 33-yard field goal by Jay Feely makes the score 28-13 at this point. Again, red zone defense getting it done.
We're still up by 2 touchdowns, and boy, this is a key play. This is Matt Keller. It's the only pass he caught, but he turned this into a 49-yard game. Big play.
Big play out of a senior.
He's only a junior.
Oh, junior.
He's only a junior. We're going to get him back
he
another year.
He doesn't have to leave the shoe then. Montgomery this time.
Trying to run some time off the clock, give the ball to number 33. Good, tough north-south run. I'm really happy the way Joe Montgomery is really finishing up his career. And Danny comes on here. This is a key field goal. This is a 39-yard field goal. Good to see Danny regaining his confidence. He's a good kicker.
31-13 is the count at this point.
They're going to come right back and throw the ball down the field. That's a 3rd down play, and you can see Ty Street just make a great play over the All-American defensive back, Antoine Winfield.
40 yards on the pickup there, and once again up top to Marcus Knight.
They come right back on the other side. We got good coverage, and Marcus Knight takes the ball away from a mid-plumber, number 19. There were 2 wide receivers did a great job catching the ball. 23
yards on the pickup there, and guys showing off the gold pants already.
Showing off some gold pants. And they have to settle for another field goal. That's a 30-yard field goal by Jay Feely.
Yep.
And again, we still have a 2-touchdown lead. And what can we say? D. Miller. That's a key play right there over number 30, right on our sideline. That's a that's a well-executed play. Nice throw by Joe Germain.
26 yards on the pickup.
And right back to David. That's a 3rd down play. David Boston. And it didn't look like he was going to get the first down, and then he turned upfield, and being a big, strong physical receiver, he got the necessary yardage for a first down.
18 yards on that
here's
play.
Brent Johnson again on a good stunt up front. No, that's Clinton Wayne. I'm sorry. Brent's number 60. Clinton's number 90. Did a nice job, Clinton Wayne.
Great play either way.
That's number 79, Ryan Pickett, a true freshman. He's got a chance to be a great football player for the Buckeyes.
Loss of 7 on that play. All their rushing yards are going down in sacks.
Gary Berry getting some good pressure, but again, we got to play the football when the ball's in the air, and Knight came down with the ball, number 85. They come back, a little crossing route, and that's a fine interception right there by mid-plumber, number 19. Leads our team in interceptions this year, number 19.
4 on the year, a little justice there. He's getting picked on all day.
Right, but he did a nice job. We come back here. This is a key run in the ball game right here. This is Michael Wiley cutting back across the grain. Picks up some valuable yards and a key first down. How sweet it is.
What do you think of this scene?
There it is. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? That's one of the all-time great scenes in college football right there.
Players didn't dare to pick you up after 94. They dropped you.
Well, no, they weren't going to drop me. They weren't going to drop me, but I tell you, I was a little worried there. But, you know, that's what the game's all about. I love to see those fans charge the field like that. I don't know if we kept the goalpost intact or not. I understand they were putting some grease on those goalposts.
Yeah, they greased them up.
That's great.
That was the best call.
That's what it's all about.
Best call of the day, absolutely. Where does this rank for you as far as wins? You've had a lot of great wins.
It doesn't get any better than beating Michigan. It doesn't get any better than beating Michigan in this situation. This caps off a great year for us, and we're going to play in a great bowl game. And you know, I didn't need to win for John Cooper. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to win the ball game, but I'm happy to win the ball game for all the people that stood behind John Cooper, Dr. Gee and Andy Geiger and Jim Jones and you know, and Archie Griffin and Bill Miles and other people like that. But the victory goes to the senior football players and to our assistant football coaches.